be clear. Does the administration deny that that second strike happened, or did it happen and the administration denies that Secretary Hegseth gave the order?
The latter is true.
According to a report by the Washington Post, a September 2nd, 2025 U.S. missile strike on an unconfirmed drug smuggling boat left survivors clinging to the wreckage. The Washington Post further stated that a second strike was ordered. The follow-up strike allegedly killed the two survivors in what's been described as an execution rather than a rescue or capture. The Washington Post reads, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth gave a spoken directive according to two people with direct knowledge of the operation. The order was to kill everybody. A missile screamed off the Trinidad coast, striking the vessel and igniting a blaze from bow to stern. For minutes, commanders watched the boat burning on a live drone feed. As the smoke cleared, they got a jolt. Two survivors were clinging to the smoldering wreck. The Special Operations Commander, overseeing the September 2nd attack. Now that guy would be Frank Bradley, the guy they were talking about in the opening video we showed, who the Trump administration is throwing under the bus, but who is just as guilty as Trump and Hegseth for ordering the illegal strike as a matter of law. According to the Washington Post, Bradley ordered the second strike to comply with Hegseth's instructions. The two people also stated that the two were blown apart in the water. Now, as I understand it, under international law, survivors of an attack, wounded or not, are to be taken into custody by the military, fed, and given proper medical care. Instead, killing these people, even if they were drug traffickers, and I don't believe they were, clearly violates international law and the rules of engagement. This should amount to war crimes and extrajudicial killings. It certainly warrants impeachment and removal. Now, if you like this content, please subscribe, hit the like button, and remember to share, so we, along with other like-minded YouTube channels, can work together to have an extremely successful 2026 and 2028 election. Now, getting back, I do believe Donald Trump authorized the deadly force being used, even possibly ordering to kill everybody. So let's ask the question, why would Trump and Hegseth, if at all, say kill everybody? A claim which, by the way, Hegseth denies, and I'm sure Trump does as well. But why would anyone say kill everybody under these circumstances? I'll tell you. So the survivors cannot be the very evidence that proves these people are not drug traffickers. Of all the boat strikes conducted by the Trump administration and of the 80 people dead, my research shows that there have been only 2 known survivors. And those 2 survivors were taken into military custody aboard a U.S. military vessel, and to my knowledge have never been heard of again. Sound familiar? Like maybe innocent U.S. immigrants who were snatched from the U.S. without due process and placed into death camps in El Salvador? Although there are rumors about them being released in a prisoner swap between El Salvador and Venezuela, what happened or is happening to these people, never to be heard of again, with the exception of one person, Kilmar Abrego Garcia, who upon his arrival back to the U.S. was indicted, jailed, released due to a fair judge, and now expected to be deported by the Trump administration. Look, Donald Trump thinks he's brilliant. He's killing and oppressing immigrants to show his base. Look, I'm stopping the drug flow. I'm discouraging immigrants of color from coming to America, while all well knowing he's trying to start a war with Venezuela for their oil, perhaps the richest oil source on earth. Remember, we can impeach and remove Donald Trump now. So let's everybody adopt the simple saying, impeach and remove now.